And I ended up finding a YouTube channel called Balochistan, Land of Beauty. Balochistan is just going to blow people's mind.
पाकिस्तान में सयाहत का बहुत पोटेंशियल है जिसे किसी को इनकार नहीं, लेकिन चंद मसाइल की वजह से हम उससे फ़ायदा उठाने में नाकाम रहे हैं। कभी कभी गैर मुल्की भी यहाँ आकर पाकिस्तान की दिलकशी से इतना मुतासर होते हैं कि वो भी दुनिया भर को पाकिस्तान की खूबसूरती दिखाने का मिशन में लग जाते हैं। आज हमारी मेहमान एक ऐसी ही अमरीकी खातून है जो दुनिया भर में बलोचिस्तान की खूबसूरती दिखाने की कोशिश कर रही हैं। ये कितना आसान है और कितना मुश्किल, ये हम जानेंगे एंजेला कार्सन से। एंजेला का ताल्लुक अमेरिका से है और उनका काम ब्रांडिंग और ऑनलाइन मार्केटिंग है, जबकि वो बड़े बड़े होटल्स के रिव्यूज़ भी मैगजीन्स के लिए लिखती हैं और साथ ही अपना यूट्यूब चैनल भी चलाती हैं। इस साल वो मार्च में पाकिस्तान आई और अब बलोचिस्तान में लग्जरी सयाहत के फ़रोग के लिए मुहिम शुरू करने जा रही हैं। थैंक यू एंजेला इंडिपेंडेंट उर्दू को टाइम देने के लिए। मैं सबसे पहले सवाल करना चाहूँगी कि अगर मैं बलोचिस्तान की सिक्योरिटी सूरत हाल को मद्देनज़र रखूँ तो मैं यही पूछूँगी कि बलोचिस्तान का इंतखाब ही क्यों किया आपने?
Everyone asks that actually, and it's a really simple answer. In 2020, I decided to come to Pakistan and I wrote a simple social media post. Honestly, all I said was, I'm going to Pakistan for 2 months, where should I go? Every single person said some variation of, go to the north, go to the lakes and mountains, every single one. Like Pakistanis from all around the world, Canadians, everyone. And I was like, well, I don't want to, why am I, no. And I ended up finding a YouTube channel called Balochistan, Land of Beauty, and it changed my life. I binged his videos, ended up contacting him saying, hey, I'm a solo female traveler. Why can I only find one video for all of these amazing places that you've been to? And he helped me plan my first 2-week trip, and it was just a social media post.
आपसे पूछना चाहूँगी कि आप बलोचिस्तान में महदूद इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर और सिक्योरिटी खदशात का कैसे मुकाबला करेंगे?
So for me, because I'm from California, I'm from the US, there's at least one daily mass shooting every day in America. So no one can ever convince me that Balochistan is this dangerous place. I don't see it the same way. I think the way that the world sees Pakistan as being dangerous and full of terrorists, that Pakistanis see Balochistan the same way. But we all know that Pakistan is full of hospitable, welcoming people. It's a safe place. So if the same thing is true for Pakistan, like why can't Pakistanis believe the same thing is true for Balochistan? So for me, I don't think the foreigners are going to have the biggest hurdle in believing that. I think it's the locals. And as far as hospitality and like places to stay, places to eat, we are doing just luxury tourism. And so we're based partly out of Karachi, like for the South Coast, it's like slightly out of Karachi and Gwadar, and we do a few days in Kundmalir, but we upgrade the amenities at the hotel and things like that. We have a lot of amazing trips out of Quetta, and we just stay based in Serena Hotel, which is amazing. And then we do day trips every day. And then we have trips to 2 new districts, and one of them we're doing out of Sucker. So from Sucker, we're doing a day trip into Jalmaxi, and then we're also doing like 5-star yoga camping trips, like all women camping trips and things like that. So we are finding ways around that, but it is luxury tourism that I'm targeting.
क्या आपने बलोचिस्तान में अब तक किसी सियाहती मुहिम को कामयाबी से चलाया है? अगर है तो आपको दीगर क्या मसाइल दरपेश आए इस दौरान?
So we did try at the beginning of the year when I had this idea the latter part of 2023, but we just didn't have enough time because the trips, if someone wants to come to Balochistan, like the South Coast is kind of the most fun place because you can go dolphin watching and there's volcanoes and like beautiful sights and beautiful beaches, and Estola Island where you can, dive and see turtles, and we just didn't have enough time for the marketing for those. And the weather, Pakistan is very hot. So our tours are starting in November and they go until March. So starting this month, we're starting to really promote. Balochistan is just going to blow people's mind.
लेकिन मैं पूछना चाहूँगी कि आपने इस सयाहती मुहिम के लिए बलूचिस्तान में झलमगसी और नोशकी जैसे एरियाज़ का ही इंतखाब क्यों किया?
Yeah, so for me, when I first came to Balochistan, I came for 2 weeks, like I told you. Saif Ullah from the YouTube channel Balochistan Land of Beauty planned this amazing trip. I went to only local places. Like I didn't go to Gwadar. I tried to steer clear. And those places don't get love from Pakistan tourism, even like Punjab or Sindh, and especially the north. Like the north gets the most love of all of tourism. Like 99% of people who come to Pakistan go to the north. So for me, I wanted to allow places that have never had a tour marketed for them.
क्या आपके इस प्रोजेक्ट में आपको हुकूमत की तरफ से कोई मदद हासिल है?
I'm not 100% on that yet. So I have had meetings in Quetta with the Home Office, with different provincial governments. I've met with the leaders from different districts, and I am going to be starting social media and building a website for Jalmaxi, for example, because they have a desert rally every year as well. So I want people to see the beautiful places of Jalmaxi and want to visit for tourism. But of course, they all really love the rally racing here. So domestically, it would be a fun thing to promote. With the Balochistan government, I've had interest, and today I even tried to get 100% confirmation. But I do believe that I'll be creating a new social media, a new brand for Balochistan. So a new logo, because what is currently being used isn't active, and the logo is quite dated. So I've pitched a proposal to create a logo and a brand to do the social media. And from an outsider's perspective, I know exactly how to target that foreign interest. You do it more from an influencer perspective than men shaking hands at a ribbon cutting kind of thing that's very typical in Pakistan tourism social media. And then I'm also hoping they'll let me build a website where I can put maps and routes and make it as easy as possible for people.
आपकी तरफ से ये भी अनाउंस किया गया था कि आपके इस प्रोजेक्ट में जो वहाँ की मुकामी बरादरियाँ होंगी उनको भी कुछ हिस्सा दिया जाएगा आमदनी में से, तो वो आपने कैसे प्लान किया है इसके लिए?
So when I did post this online, it was with another post where I was just excitedly talking about everything. And I did talk about how we wanted to give back. And that was the moment I wrote that sentence, I started getting quite a lot of negativity, but also just people inquiring. And I think we've now agreed that it won't be a percentage of each person. And still, we don't have all of our pricing models down and all of that. But I think it'll be something like $100 per tour. We would break up between the places that person visits, or something like that. Again, we don't have everything down. But we did agree, after talking to a few of the tribal leaders and community leaders, that it shouldn't be money, that it should be goods or infrastructure. So it could be a school, it could be school supplies, it could be a well of fresh water, it could be panels for electricity. Whatever that community wants, we will structure around them.
मैं आखिर में ये पूछना चाहूँगी कि जहाँ से आप आए हैं उसके मुकाबले में पाकिस्तान जो है वो ख़वातीन के लिए ख़ास तौर पे एक मुश्किल मुल्क है, तो आपको यहाँ पे रहते हुए कोई ऐसा वाक़या या कोई ऐसी मुश्किल तो नहीं पेश आई?
Yeah, it's an interesting question because I'm white and female. I tend to get privileges that other women don't. So, a positive in being here is that, I tend to be able to go places where I don't see other women, which really bothers me because I wish that it was just full of women instead of only me and a bunch of men. But I will say as well, I don't understand why Pakistani men do this. It's only the second country India was the other country, so I know how you both feel about each other. But this is one of only 2 countries where every single day I have to block and delete 10 to 30 to 40 Pakistani men on social media trying to meet up or hook up or like get to know me. Or I'm 50, I'm like a cute little 53-year-old grandma. Like I'm not a grandma, but like I could be 53. But in person, Pakistani men treat me and look at me like a sister. In India, it's not that way. They look at you like the way that, like, in ways you don't want to be looked at.
इंडिपेंडेंट को टाइम देने के लिए एंजेला आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, और हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि आपके ज़रिए दुनिया पाकिस्तान की खूबसूरती को, ख़ास करके बलोचिस्तान की खूबसूरती को ज़रूर देख पाएगी.
I really hope that people can see Balochistan to the way that I see Balochistan.